All right, another mow crawler video here. So, one of the things that I was waiting on are these fenders that you see before you. So, this truck came with front fenders. I'm almost certain. But I don't think it came with rear fenders. Yeah, I don't remember these at all. I don't remember there being fenders on the back of it, but it did come with front fenders originally. So one of the things that I talked about earlier are those sliders, those aluminum sliders that I built for it. And one of the things that we have to do, I wanted to have fenders on it because again, it's going to be a trail rig. Trail rigs tend to throw a lot of mud, so I wanted fenders, and I wanted those sliders to cover this area so we don't sling a bunch of mud up inside of the vehicle. At least theoretically it helps. So this was one of the things that I was waiting on to get so that I could install. So we're going to do that now. This is pretty well set up to accommodate the battery tray that I removed and replaced. So we shall see if my little modification here is going to work with these or not. So as I'm doing this, I am also replacing the hardware. I'm going to try to get it all replaced with stainless hardware. It's another thing about trail trucks. They get wet, they get muddy, and they rust. So stainless will rust, as we all know, but less. It will rust less than just these little black coated. Put that in the wrong hole. We got it right now. Oh, you guys can't see any of this, but I'm just running these two in here, and we'll get those tightened down. And then I'm gonna have to jump over and grab some more stainless 12s. No, I think 10s. I think I was doing 10s. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to take those out. Let's see if we can get to them like so. Man, somebody should have yelled at me that time too. Where are you guys? You guys gotta help me out here. I'm pretty bad at this, evidently. Just doing dumb stuff. Can we get it to fall out? Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on out. There we go. So, rather than doing it correctly and properly, we're going to do it like this. Which is kind of par for the course around here. Man, that screw's way longer than I thought it was. Okay. Take that guy off just for a second. Okay. Stainless tins. Stainless tins. can't be right. It's got to be stainless 12s. Because this is a stainless 10. Yeah. So stainless 12s. Stainless 12s. I got 2 stainless 12s, 1 for each of you. So, there will be a lot of bad movie references. There will be a lot of bad decisions. Obviously, I'm working on a Redcat Gen7. There will be a lot of mistakes. There will be a lot of times I wish you guys could yell through the screen and say, "Don't do that, dummy." You're doing that wrong, stupid. Because it would save me time. It would probably improve my work. That's all right. So, inner fenders. See, I didn't need to cut that out at all, but that's okay. Everything lines up. All right. We're going to do a similar thing. Where on earth? Oh, it goes there. Where on earth does this go? It goes here. I don't understand why there's this step off, this kick out here. I don't. That's why I thought the whole thing went on the inside. That's why I thought everything went on the inside, because there's these strange kickouts that I don't understand. But that's okay. We can absolutely deal with it. Are these supposed to go outside the frame? Not up here. How wide is this thing? So this chassis outside to outside is what, 73? Which I think is pretty standard. Outside, yeah, 73. No, outside to inside is 73. Is that what I measured up here? Yeah, okay, outside to inside. Okay. Outside to outside, we're 76. Yeah, 75, 76. So am I supposed to move those to the inside? Because that's about the thickness of that. That seems very strange to me, that there's that kick out. It's obviously for a reason. I don't know what that reason is. It bolts up perfectly, just like that. But there's space for something, and I don't know what that something is. Are there like other fender pieces? Is there some kind of back skirt? See, these didn't come. I know that these back braces did not come. They were not part of the Sport. So there was an upgraded version. I don't remember what it was called, the Deluxe or the Supreme or the Belgrande. I don't know. I don't know what it was called. But there was an upgraded sport, or an upgraded Redcat Gen7. And maybe it had something back here. Maybe there's another piece that slides in there and bolts up with the rest of it. Some kind of did it have a, I think maybe it did. I think it had a, the body like rocked back like this. Maybe there was a body mount. Maybe it's a body mount piece that slid in there. I'm going to say that's what it was. I'm going to act like that's the case. I'm going to act like I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to say, well, that's there because there was a body mount that I'm not using. So, and then I'm going to act like I don't really care that that's the case. Now I need a spacer. So I'm going to get a spacer that is the appropriate width if I have one. If I have 4 of them, actually. This will work here. With a spacer, those are probably going to end up being too short. These will work for the fronts. I need nuts. I wonder what these are. Let's take one of these out. They look pretty short. They look pretty short. Yeah, they're like 6s or 8s or something. So, all right, I'm going to get some longer ones of these for there. I'm going to get some nuts. I'm going to get some spacers. Oh yeah, take this for the spacer width. Ooh, that one looks like it's going to work. Ooh, that one is going to work. Ooh, how many of those do I have? Ooh, I'm going to say not enough. There's 2. Uno, dos. Oh, yeah. That's another one. Ooh, 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 ooh. What about you? Come here. Come here for just a second. Oh, yeah. 3, 4. All right. 12s. Oh, yeah. Well, oh, yeah. Oh, nuts. Yeah, I need nuts. Let's get a gander at this first. Let's take this one out first. Come on, baby. There we go. You can do it all night long. I told you. Bad movie references. I am full of them. Just chock full of them. All right. It doesn't want to do any more than that. That's fine. You're fine. That's fine. You're fine. That's fine. Oh. Well, that's going to be hard now. Yeah. Okay, we're going to swing it. Come on, eyeballs and fingers. Let's get on the same team for a second. Come on, there we go. Swing it up. Oh, this is a short one. What am I doing? Guys, you gotta start hollering. What am I doing? Come on. Did I not? I got 112? Come on. That's a good way to find out you got Screws in the wrong bin. Is that a 14? That's a 14. Sneaky little guy. Sneaking in with the 12s. That 14 was just fraternizing. Just fraternizing with the 12s. Like he belonged. Okay. We're getting close. We're getting real close. There we are. Real close. Real close. Oh yeah. And those space it out appropriately, I would say. As appropriately as we're going to get. Daggone it. I forgot to get 2 nylock nuts. Okay. Here we go. For real this time. What are we doing again? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've got some 24th scale rigs that I actually, I really like. They're fun, they're really small. But I have so much trouble with the hardware at 10th scale that I don't know why I torture myself with 24 scale. This stuff is so small. It's so tiny. It's so difficult to work with. It's so frustrating. But it is, I mean, those little rigs are cool, man. I've got one it's a pretty decent performer. I can go through those at some point on the channel as well. Share those with you guys. I've even got a very small little board that I built up with some, well, I started off with foam. I started off with, you know, an expanding foam and some like mortar mix that I put over the top of the expanding foam for grip. And now I have moved on to some of those plaster sheets. So I took some of those plaster sheets and ran over the foam, put a bunch of glue over that, and some sand. I just like dropped a bunch of sand into the glue just to make a little board. And originally it was to test 10 scale stuff, just like climbing, you know, to compare tires, things like that. And now I use it. I still use it for that too. I still use it to test 10 scale stuff. It's just very small though, so it's, I mean, you're not going to get a great idea of what's going on, but you get some idea. But I use it quite a bit for the 24 scale rigs. I've got, and I built them all. I actually don't think, I think the only axial SCX 24 part that I have ever purchased was a set of drive shafts. And I have, what, 1, 2, 3, I have three. I have 3 SCX 24s, and I've never, but the only single part for an SCX 24 I have ever purchased from Redcat, from Axial, is a single set of drive shafts. So I built them all myself, and they, you know, I've got one that's pretty good, I would say. It's pretty good, and it is quite fun. I do enjoy those, and I do enjoy, you know, testing tires with them, and I really enjoyed building them. And so I like 24 scale, except when I have to futz with those super freaking tiny screws. That part's not fun. Actually, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm sick in the head, but I like futzing with them. These and the 24 scales pretty much. Any time it comes to, you know, tearing them apart, the maintenance part of it, working with the gears and the, you know, I don't love the electronics part. I mean, it's okay. I'm not great at soldering. I'm okay. I'm passable. I can, you know, I can make stuff happen with a soldering iron, but it's never good. It never looks all that good. Oh, I am gonna have a shock. I'm gonna have a shock. That's why there's only one screw in these. Is because I'm gonna have a shock. Can I come from the bottom? I can. So let's go in these back holes. And let's do 1, 2, because I don't think my shocks are going to end up in these holes. So let's go 1 low, 1 high, and then I'll jump back over there and do the same thing on that side. 1 low, 1 high in this back row, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to want some laydown on my shocks in the rear. So I don't think these 2 stainless screws will be in my way. At least I hope they won't. But I went right, like I think I went center on that one, on that side, and that's not going to be ideal because that's a pretty likely shock location, I would say. Pretty likely. Not guaranteed, but likely. More likely than middle back, right? Like that's probably not going to be where the shock goes. I would say front row, uppermost or middle is my guess. But these axles may be pushed back further slightly than the factory ones, so maybe not. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be either of the holes that these 2 stainless screws are in. I'm pretty confident in that. So that's where I'm going to put them. It'll keep that body mount in place, keep it from twisting. In the meantime, at some point, I'll have a shock screwed in there, and I mean, we can leave them in, we can take them out, it doesn't matter at that point, right? So, awesome. That is one small step for this Redcat, one giant leap for I don't know what. It's gonna be something like this. I wish we had more coverage. There's gonna be a bunch of water slung through there, but you have to open that up because you have to mount your shock, right? So I get that. There's gonna be a lot of mud and water slung in these holes here. I cut these to the same length as the old ones. I could cut new ones, I suppose, that are significantly longer. I actually don't know what would prevent me from doing that. So if we went to, okay, well, that fits perfectly actually. Interesting. I had not even considered doing a full length slider. And now I'm considering it. So what would my, oh boy, it would be long. It would be some long boys. properly long, boys. Let's go to millimeters. Let's put that right there. 185 millimeters. Yes, 185 millimeters. Interesting. 185 millimeters. These were kind of a pain to make. But if I made them both 185 millimeters, I would, I'm going to say I would drastically reduce the amount of water and crap that is slung. They are roughly the height of those. On a TRX4, for example, there's a plastic bit that's angled like that. And I could probably come up with something styrene, come off here. I could probably come up with something. The angle's not quite right. We need to be more back there and more up there. But if I just did the whole damn thing, I'm fairly certain I would have to reduce this edge a little bit. If I just did that whole damn span in a giant slider. That's a question that we will answer on the next one. So thank you for hanging out with me. Redcat Gen7 update, rebuild, reconfiguration. I don't know what we're doing to it. We're dumping yet more money into the money pit that is the Redcat Gen7. We're trying to make it a trail truck. We're trying to make it a very capable, a moderately capable rock crawling trail truck. That's what we're trying to do here. So thanks for joining me again, and we'll see you on the next one.